Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to SPW. I am your host, Nick, and tonight we are continuing our Halloween matchups. We haven't really got to do too many because we just wrapped up episode 200. We are on episode officially 201, and I thought, what better way to kind of kick off a new 100 episodes, who knows, than to have a classic Freddy versus Jason. But we've already done Freddy versus Jason. We did it last year, so how could I kick it up a notch? And I was like, ooh, you know what? Let's do the matchup that very nearly happened in the movies. Freddy versus Jason versus Ash from Evil Dead. So we are having a three-way match, and this one's a falls count anywhere. All weapons are allowed because, I mean, we're talking Freddy and Jason. And I honestly don't know who it is that's about to make their way down to the ring, but it could be any one of these three men, and this entrance would feel appropriate. But if this is your first time on the channel, do the thing like subscribe. We do this kind of stuff all the time. Well, maybe not so much the monsters. That's definitely more of an October thing. But I don't know. I've done it 2 years in a row, so it'll probably just be a staple from this point on. But here he comes down to the ring. Obviously, that is Freddy Krueger. And, oh man, he's looking awesome. SPW and really the whole 2K community, I would have to say. Thank you guys, because really I wouldn't be doing this without you. But it's the 2K community making characters like this that makes this whole channel possible. Because honestly, I mean, it takes a long time to make these models. Look at that. That is movie quality Freddy Krueger. And I mean, yeah, I mean, I guess it's not exactly the Robert Englund version. This kind of looks more like the possible reboot that they tried to do. It wasn't as good, but, you know, just hard to improve on a classic. But obviously Robert Englund famously portrayed Freddy Krueger for, I don't know, 3 decades? He was in the Freddy vs. Jason movie when they did actually do that. So that was one of the first crossover things, and that's why I feel like it's perfect to have Freddy vs. Jason as a staple on this channel. Freddy Krueger, he's coming down to the ring. He stands 5'9", weighs 160 pounds, and he will haunt your nightmares. That's pretty much what he does in a nutshell. But Freddy Krueger, I mean, kind of, I don't know. He was one of those villains that you got to laugh along with him. You know, like, that's what made him kind of more fun, in my opinion, than a lot of the other ones. Like, you know, there's a lot of the strong, silent types, Jason being one of them. But, you know, there's Michael Myers, there's you know, Leatherface. There's just some big, strong, quiet guys. But Freddy Krueger, he was never the biggest, he was never the strongest, but he was a talker. And damn, it was because of the things he said sometimes that you're like, what is happening? I kind of like him now. And here we go, look at this. Jason Voorhees, that's probably the fastest I've ever seen him move. Look at that, trotting down to the ring. He is ready for a fight. He looks like he may have actually trained and taken this fight seriously. I don't think I've ever seen him really move much faster than just a brisk walk. Jason Voorhees, though, he stands 6'6", weighs 275 pounds, and, well, they came out and said it. He is officially a Deadite, which is kind of what caused this whole, you know, potential movie to happen, where Ash was going to face off against Jason, and Freddy Krueger was going to, of course, somehow get involved. So that was going to be potentially the sequel to Freddy vs. Jason. So I'm like, this is just me living out my, you know, my fantasy wish list of movies I wish I could have seen that will never now happen. But obviously we are in, if you didn't notice, this is the Evil Dead arena. This is the cabin in the woods, made famous. I mean, obviously it's kind of a trope in many movies, but definitely made famous specifically by this man, Ash Williams. Really, it's Bruce Campbell. He comes down the ring standing 6'1", weighing 235 pounds. And arguably one of my favorite horror character heroes ever. I mean, come on. Like, yeah, and wow, there he is. He's always talking. That's another guy, you know, you just kind of have to laugh along with. Klaatu, Verata, Nick. Oh, What the Evil Dead franchise, one of the best. Sam Raimi is the man. I mean, you may know him if you didn't know him from Evil Dead. You probably know him from the Doctor Strange franchise. He's kind of taken that over. He directed the second one, but apparently he's going to get the third one. Is the rumor? So Sam Raimi. Now, obviously, he did Spider-Man too. You know, that's kind of a big deal. So you probably were aware of the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Yeah, kind of a thing. But really, Sam Raimi, if he hadn't directed this movie, then it probably shouldn't have happened, and he wasn't going to do it. But either way, here we go. It's finally happening. Freddy versus Jason versus Ash. Here we go. Oh! Just right out the gate, Jason just decks Ash. And then Ash unceremoniously gets thrown out of the ring. I love that he's actually sporting the cape from Army of Darkness, which is arguably my favorite, probably just movie ever. I don't know. I love a horror movie that doesn't take itself seriously, and that is by all definitions the Evil Dead franchise, but also specifically Army of Darkness. But look at that! Ash managed to get back into the ring and actually land some offense of his own, but oh, he finds himself literally between Freddy and Jason, and that is not a good place to be. I wouldn't even want to be in front of either of them, let alone between the two of them. But here we go. Jason has Freddy up, but Freddy is always, again, a quick thinker and is able to counter out of that one. Oh, but he doesn't have eyes in the back of his head, at least not right at the moment. He can transform into Lord knows what, and anything you're afraid of, essentially. But we are in the ring, so I don't think that's going to be something he's going to have time to do right now. It's kind of hard to go into somebody's dreams when you're in the middle of a match. Oh, sweet chin music! A kendo stick applied expertly by Ash, but then he is on the receiving end of sweet chin music. Oh no, and now he's getting strangled. He's getting strangled with that bladed glove of Freddy Krueger. Robert Englund versus Bruce Campbell. I would pay to just see that. But obviously, here we go. Jason. I don't know the guy that played Jason. Probably quite a few people now that I think about it. Oh, big lariat. Right now, Ash holding his own against these two just... I mean, one is just brute force, and the other is just, you know, just nightmarish evil intent. So you gotta love, I don't know, that's the thing about these guys. They each kind of have their own thing, you know? I mean, I definitely wouldn't consider Ash a villain, but he's definitely not a great hero. Look at that. Freddy rolls out. Jason follows. This is a Falls Count Anywhere match, ladies and gentlemen. So, obviously, man, this arena is just peppered with blood. Oh, wow, look at that. There's a face, the old lady. I'll swallow your soul! Trying to crawl out from under the ring there, but thankfully, looks like we have a chain, and she is not going to be able to get out much further than that already. Thanks for playing along, everybody. This is always fun. If this is your first time, I don't know what's going to happen. This is just anybody's guess. I mean, really, the stats on these guys are, you know, I would definitely give Jason the strength advantage, I think, in this department, but who knows? What is Freddy doing? Playing a little air guitar, trying to get the crowd into it. I feel like his powers are based on belief, so if he gets the crowd believing that he can win, maybe he can. 1, 2, oh, look at that! Freddy content to just kind of sit there, cheer to the crowd, and almost allowed Ash to get the pin. How about that? And now Ash taking full advantage. Oh! Makes Freddy pay. But that's all the time that Jason needed to recoup. He doesn't need much time, obviously. Jason... Yeah, I mean, you've seen it time and time again. He's just falls out a window, gets run over by a car. It just doesn't matter. Just give him like 30 seconds. He'll be back on his feet. He's quick to recover that one. Look at this, Freddy. Oh, my goodness. Nearly broke the neck of Ash. But if there's one thing that Ash excels at is taking a beating and able to just kind of keep going. So, I mean, he's right up there with Jason in that regard. Freddy now. Oh, slashes the head. Did you hear that? It even sounded like metal just scraping off a skull as he slashes the top of the head. That might be Ash's blood out there right now. Who knows? I mean, in the Evil Dead franchise, it's like fountains of it for like a scratch. Oh! Repeated shots, though, with a kendo stick. That will bust you open. And if he's not already, he is reeling right now. 1, 2... Jason kicks out again. Ash and Freddy had their opportunity, but Jason always gets back to his feet. Once again, there he goes. Quicker of the two is Freddy, though. Oh, what is this? Ash sending Freddy into the table, but oh, leaves himself open for a massive clothesline. And now look at this. Freddy wriggles out of it. Oh, and lands a clothesline of his own. And then now Freddy going for a ride. Ash recovers, but oh, Freddy didn't stay down for long enough, and Ash tried to find some weapons. Unfortunately for him, Freddy also quick to recoup. And look at this! Freddy and Jason working together against Ash! Oh no! Monster choke slam! And then now the two monsters turn against each other. There's no friends in this arena. Oh, look at that! Jason sends Freddy into the pole. That looked like it busted him open. It's hard to tell with Freddy, though, of course. I mean, really, it's hard to tell with any of these guys. I feel like Ash came down to the ring. Oh, look at this submission hold! Oh, no! Broken up! Oh, look at that! It looked like Jason was trying to break it up, but actually, Ash able to just pull Freddy off of him. But Freddy countering Jason, sends him for a ride. And then now Ash does the same. Oh, look at this. Oh! Tried to clear the table, but maybe did Jason a favor. Spinning powerbomb. Oh, no! Ash stunned. 1, 2, 3! Slow count, but the ref got there. I don't know what Freddy was doing, but he absolutely allowed Jason to pick up the victory. Jason, the Deadite, incidentally, defeating Ash. Ah, that kind of hurts me to my soul a little bit, but you know what? I guess I wouldn't be surprised. That was actually the reason that that movie never happened, was because no franchise was willing to let the other franchise win. So immediately Bruce Campbell was like, oh, cool, I get to kill Freddy and Jason? And they're like, wait, no? No. So this may have been how it went down. This is actually what killed the movie. Jason just cannot die. Thanks for joining us, everybody. This was a fun one. I got another Halloween match coming up for Thursday, which is the day before Halloween. It's going to be a Royal Rumble with just all of the monsters. I am super stoked for that one. So stick around, do the thing, and join us on Thursday for our Halloween Royal Rumble. Have a good one, you guys. We'll see you next time. Good night.